Good morning, guys. What is up? I don't have any tea with me today because I'm literally recording this video before I have to leave. I'm going to go to the gym, then go to a campus event because they have free food and I need lunch, and get all that done before I go to class. So I just wanted to give you guys some morning tea. I know I haven't done it in a while, so we're just going to run through everything. First off, let me just say that justice for Junior is being held up, okay? They're getting justice for this boy. If you hadn't heard, this 15-year-old boy in the Bronx was jumped and stabbed by 6 local gang members of mistaken identity. Like, this boy did not do anything. They thought he was somebody else. The whole story of it is insane. But the people who were involved are now in custody. One of them tried to flee the Dominican Republic. His mom turned him in and they went back and got him. Okay. All suspects are being there. The situation was that one of the 6 suspects, their sister, was in a video with a guy that looked like Junior. And they basically ran a line with her. You guys can figure that out. And they posted it on the Facebook. Now, immediately the brother was like, they're gonna go get him, and the gang leader, the person at the head of this, basically said they're gonna put a hit on him because the video that was released, it basically looked like a hit. I haven't watched it. I only watched him walking in the store. Basically, Junior was at the bodega and he went downstairs because his family's apartment was right above the bodega. He went downstairs to the shop, and basically he got dragged out the store, taken out to the street. They had machetes on him. They had straight machetes on him, and they stabbed him. He was literally limping and crawling inside to get help, but the store clerk was like turning him away. He managed somehow to get to the hospital where he died, and it was just heartbreaking. It's just horrible. Now there's a petition to get the bodega closed, which it should. Now, let me just say this. Growing up in the rough part of Atlanta for the first 9 years of my life, y'all, there was so much crime going on. It's crazy. People are scared of gangs. But when it comes down to helping someone who's dying, then how can you not help them? How can more than a dozen people hit record and not help this boy? Like, how is that? Where's our humanity? Especially, and this I want to touch on, the black on black violence got to stop, guys. Like, why? We over here trying to progress, but we're just bringing ourselves back. Like, why do we keep doing this? Anyway, so many funds are being raised for this family. I saw Lala donate a lot of things to his mother and his sister. I know there's a GoFundMe for the family that's over. The goal was about $25,000. I think they reached that over 7 times over. I know Cardi B made an $8,000 donation, which was great of her. She's been really vocal about this because she's from the Bronx. So I just have to speak on that. Also, condolences to the family of XXXTentacion. If you guys heard, it's already been a week since his death, and they found one of the people who are involved in the shooting. He was basically gunned down at a motorcycle shop by 2 people who were following him online and in Florida. The guy that they have in custody, my goodness, the guy they have in custody was driving the getaway car. The actual shooter has not been brought in yet, but they're questioning the guy they have in custody for him to get to talk and find this dude. So, in other news, the funeral is being held tomorrow. It's open to the public in Florida. As far as we know, the family has gone through with the charity event this weekend. They're going to continue going through it. He had 2 projects that he was working on. We don't know if that's going to be released or not. And also we found out that his girlfriend was actually pregnant with their first child together when he died. And she has just finished her first trimester. So at least there'll be a memory of him. But it's sad to see another son growing up without his father, which is a sad thing. Whew, I'm just trying to get all the sad stuff in front today before going to the other stuff. The whole immigration fiasco that has been happening the last 2 weeks has been insane. We've seen kids being in cages and alone, being stripped from their parents, and because a lot of them are coming from not just Mexico, they're coming from Honduras, Guatemala, Venezuela, because these countries are in crisis right now. I know a lot of people ask, well, how come they can't do it themselves? When you look at a country like, because Venezuela and Congo, they are really similar, okay? We have leaders who are complete dictators who take the economy and spend it on themselves rather than the people. There's so much impoverishment, which makes crime rise so much higher. That's the same thing that happens with poverty in the black community. We have poverty and people resort to doing crimes to make money. This is what's happening. These families are escaping that because they're getting threatened by gangs who are trying to scare people off and to just rob them. Like, the only options these families have for their kids is, okay, I can walk the 3-day mile, get to America, have some asylum. Or we can stay here, lose our home, lose our lives, I die, my kid has no mother, no father. That's basically that. As of right now, Trump lifts off the immigration thing where it separates children from their families, but that's not going to do enough. He still has the zero tolerance policy still going. And he has said that the more that he has planned forward, it's going to be more than just what's happening right now. And that is scary. That is scary. And I'm scared for my family coming over. Like, I have cousins who are born here who are citizens, but their parents are from Congo. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what they're going to try to do. My worst nightmare is probably somehow him taking their citizenship away. And that freaks me out. And it hits me because my family immigrated here in the 90s because Congo was in a civil war. It's still in a civil war. So if you want to help in any way, donate, post on social media, call your Congress people, really call your Congress people. Even if your donation is just $1, it will help, okay? I donated $5 this weekend because your girl just basically is broke right now, is waiting on her second refund from Pell, and it's just a messed up time that we have here. Okay. Now that all the sad stuff's out of the way, let's go to the lighter stuff. So the BET Awards, I already mentioned that thing was just a complete fiasco. The only performances I liked was Meek Mill's, which I watched after the show was over, Janelle Monáe and Snoop Dogg. Her, who I really didn't know of, but after seeing that, I'm a fan of her, and I'm actually starting to look up her music. I swear, they almost ruined Wakanda for me. Jamie, I don't know what you were drinking or smoking, but gosh, y'all gotta do better. BET, we gotta do better. Now, during the BET Awards, when Migos was accepting their award for Best Group, Offset thanked his wife. As far as we knew, him and Cardi weren't married yet. But as soon as he said that, the internet sleuths went looking, and then lo and behold, not even 12 hours later, TMZ found a marriage license that was registered in Fulton County, Georgia, from September of last year, with Cardi and Offset's legal names, meaning they've been married since September 25th of 2017. Then got engaged in October 10th, 2017. I'm like, y'all keep this a better secret than the pregnancy, man. Who is Cardi's team? Who is her friends? They keep better secrets than my own friends. Gosh. So apparently what had happened was Offset proposed to Cardi one day in September, and they got married the same day. Her only witness was her cousin. They got a judge to officiate the wedding. There was no ring, no white dress. They got married in the bedroom, which is just really sweet because she just wanted to just have something simple. And then Offset, he gave her the ring at the concert event because he wanted to give her an actual proposal and a real ring. I'm just like, bruh, that's love, man. What? Like, I know they get so much hate, but damn, they can be romantic. And, he wanted to give her a wedding, and, they're going to plan it after the baby comes, but I'm just like, dang. And then Cardi, she posted, like, a note of, like, everything what happened, and she was like, at least y'all can stop saying I'm having the baby out of wedlock. I'm like, yeah. Because she's due in July, but she got pregnant in October, and they got married in September. So she got married to Offset after a few months, and before she got pregnant. I'm like, dang. Like, for real. Ariana Grande ain't got nothing on her. Cardi went from dating the guy for a few months to getting straight married. I'm like, jeez. Like, for me, love ain't got no timeline, but damn, I've had my Netflix subscription longer than y'all's relationships. What is going on? On to Ariana Grande. She got engaged to Pete Davidson after like a month of dating. No word on like when the wedding's happening. Their families are both supportive, but there are rumors thrown around that she might be pregnant because they're talking about having kids, and the fact that they're rushing this, I'm just like, damn. I won't be surprised if she's pregnant. I really won't be surprised. On to JayZ and Beyonce. We all know they dropped the album last weekend, and I actually saw some strategic thing going on. I didn't notice till like yesterday. They dropped it on a Saturday so that they would qualify for the top 10 the next week to try to get number 1, but they didn't get number 1. 5 Seconds of Summer's new album, Panic at the Disco, got number 1. And I'm just like, oh, because their numbers aren't as good because for one, they released it on Tidal first, and number 2, they even though they put it on iTunes and Spotify, they restricted it to only paying subscribers. So basically, if you haven't paid a subscription yet, you can't listen to the album. But y'all know you can go online to YouTube to find this whole album. But yeah, I wasn't feeling the album. I mean, I liked it initially, but I'm just like, y'all are trying to keep up and try to stay relevant. I mean, honestly, I know I'm a Beyonce fan. I'm a partial member of the Beehive. I don't pay the dues. I don't show up to the meetings, but I show up to the events. But yeah, honestly, we may see some Grammy nominations in the R&B and rap categories, but who knows if they're even going to show up. They be bashing the Grammys in their album, man. On to Jesse Williams. If you don't know him, he's your fave on Grey's Anatomy. Well, he has to pay up in his divorce. Dear God, man, this had me shocked and had me thinking about a lot of stuff. So basically, he has to pay $100K a month in child and spousal support. It was the alimony. The alimony was originally $33. The ex-wife got it raised to $50. Then the child support was $25, but then the ex-wife went back to the judge to get it raised, and the judge raised it to $50K a month. He makes over $500,000 a month from Grey's Anatomy and separate projects. After taxes, it's going to be around $300K a month. So she's taking $100K a month, and then he's left with like a $200, so okay. Now, here's my thing. I know child support is necessary, and I totally believe in that. But what are you spending $50K a month on 2 kids who are 3 and 4? It's summertime. Is there private school for pre-K that I don't know about? Are you buying these kids Gucci shoes? Like, are you sending them? Honestly, I'm pretty sure Hassan Khaled ain't that worth that much. I'm pretty sure DJ Khaled don't spend $50K on Hassan. Like, gosh, dear Lord. Like, honestly, I know that she was there for him from like the beginning when he started out, but this is just being petty. Like $100K a month. And I know it's like, oh, he got the money, he can pay for it, and it's cheaper to keep her, which I believe was cheaper to keep her, but let's get something straight. Grey's Anatomy is notorious. I'm checking my phone, guys. Grey's Anatomy is notorious for killing off and writing off the characters. We just saw 2 characters who's been on the show for 10 years being written off in the middle of the season, right before they came back from the winter hiatus. I'm just like, no job is safe. Like, even though you've had a job locked down for this long, there's no guarantee that you're going to stay there forever. So I just hope Jessie saves his money. You know, I hope Grey's goes on for probably till season 16. They just renewed for 2 more seasons. So I'm pretty sure season 16 is going to be the last, unless Shonda wants to choose to end it, or season 15 and 16 just sucks. Because Grey's has the tendency to have like a great opening, then it's just dead for the rest of the season until the mid-season finale. Then they have that episode after, and then it's just dead until like the last 2 episodes. I'm just like, oh my god. But anyway, you know, I just hope Jessie gets more jobs and he can stick to this 50K, and hopefully she won't raise it again 3 months later. Because I swear, if he gets a job on Black Panther 2, she's gonna come after him. I'm telling you, she's gonna come after him. Honestly, if the scenario, if I get divorced, I'm gonna have a prenup set. Like, whether I came in the marriage with money or he came with money, I'm gonna have a prenup set and honestly have like things we set in, because I never want this kind of ish to happen. I don't want to fight over custody. I don't want to fight over money. Like, if we share businesses, then like, yeah, we're splitting that down the middle. If we share a house, we're splitting that down the middle, okay? Sorry, y'all, I thought I was gonna burp. Honestly, I'm about like fairness on both sides. I mean, I talked about this with like the Brittany and Kevin Federline thing. Like, honestly, he's asking for like $250K a month for their 2 kids, 11 and 12. And he's saying, oh no, Brittany has always spoiled them. I'm like, hold up. She spoils them like rarely, okay? She makes them work, okay? No matter how much money you get, you are still going to work, okay? Like, my mom, her job's awesome, but that doesn't mean I have automatically like have a right to that money. She's worked for that money. Yeah, she gave me an allowance of like $10 a month as a kid, but you gotta learn how to use that dollar. Brittany's teaching her kids how to work for their money. Like, Kevin, you can't be throwing that excuse around. You got 6 kids with 3 different women. What are you... Honestly, that's for a separate video. I don't want to get onto that. So the last thing I want to talk about is the Rosanne spinoff that is happening. The Connors were going to take over the original Tuesday 8 o'clock slot that Rosanne was going to take before it got canceled. Basically, it's going to be the original cast. I'm not sure if the kids are going to come back, but it's going to be the original cast, and basically Rosanne is going to be killed off the show. That's the only way they're going to do it. Most likely with her knee surgery, she's going to probably die on the table. People are saying that she's maybe going to die from the opioid addiction, which is going to be a very tough topic to tack on because that's what's happening right now. I don't think it'll have the same ratings as it did before, because I think with everything that happened with Rosanne, the damage has already been done. So maybe they'll just last 1 season and then they'll get canceled. Maybe, and hopefully we'll get another show that can take in the spot. Hopefully a sister reboot, because I'm still waiting on that. So anyway, that's my morning tea for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments what you think about all the stuff that happened in the last 3 weeks. And let me know in the comments below what you want me to talk about next in my videos. Anyway, it's your girl. Peace out, my love. And have a great day.